Yeah, Laura, two of the guys instrumental in Liverpool's win over Real Madrid tonight. Guys, congratulations. Alexis, I know you've scored in the Champions League already for Liverpool, but did this one against Real Madrid mean that little bit more?
Well, thank you very much. Yes, of course, when you play against teams like Real Madrid, it's always nice to score, but the most important thing is that we won it, and I think in a really good way. We dominated the game, we deserved it, so we need a couple of times this guy, but thank God that he's there and he really deserves it.
Yeah, Creven, well played again tonight. What is going through your mind when you see Kylian Mbappe stepping up to take a penalty?
Yeah, no, I mean, for me, I don't really look at the player too much, obviously. Felt confident. I've saved 2 in the last week or so, so yeah, I was confident, and then thankfully it went the right way again.
Cody Gakpo got the second goal for Liverpool tonight, Alexis. Has he shown, and the team as a whole, Creven, as well, a good example of that every single player in this squad plays their part?
Yeah, that's what we try, and when we say in the dressing room. We know that players that come in are really important to finish the games. And if you want to win trophies, you need them. Of course, it's not nice to be on the bench, but we know that every guy that is here, when it comes in, that's the best for the team.
Does it feel like a statement? You've just beaten the Champions League holders, Real Madrid, here at Anfield.
Yeah, it's obviously, it's a big result. It was a massive game for us. Obviously, they got the better of us the last 2 times in the Champions League, so that we wanted to come out here tonight and put on a performance, and I thought the lads did really well.
And you do have a 100% record, the only team in the Champions League with that record right now. You've won every single game, you're top of the table. Should Liverpool be spoken of as one of the favourites to go on and win this competition now?
I don't know. I mean, it is nice, but at the same time, it means nothing because it's just the first phase. So we are happy with our performances. That's the most important thing, and we'll keep going.
A Manchester City side, low on confidence, come here to Anfield at the weekend. You are 8 points clear already in the Premier League title race. After a result, a win like this, a performance against Real Madrid tonight, does it feel like you can beat anyone right now?
Yeah, obviously, listen, I think confidence is high within the whole squad. But we know, listen, Man City, they've not been on the best run at the moment, but what a team. So we're going to expect a really tough test again, and it's important that we keep winning the league as well to keep that gap as well. So, yeah, listen, we'll build all this. It's good confidence for the team and then try to go again.
Alexis, you've won plenty Player of the Match awards before, but this must be a special one. You're tonight's Man of the Match against Real Madrid in the Champions League. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Huge statement win for Liverpool in the Champions League. Back to the top of the league phase, maximum points. And they've done it against Real Madrid. You can't underestimate that. Rio, what did you think of that performance?
I think they've put the gauntlet down to all the other teams in Europe. This is the informed team at the moment. They look the best team in Europe at the moment. They're playing as a team. They look like they've got the hungriest individuals about. They're not only playing well, they're not only getting the results, but they look starving. They look like they haven't been fed for ages. He's sending them out to that Rottweilers running around the pitch, hunting teams down. And they've got the composure, and they've got people like Mo Salah who have the killer instinct to finish games off. But I thought every one of their players today performed very, very well. And I said before the game, Arne Slot would have liked to have seen what his team can produce in a game of this magnitude against such a little opposition. European Champions League winners last season. He got a very positive answer, I'm sure, today.
Gareth, for Real Madrid, how will they reflect on that performance?
Yeah, obviously it wasn't a great team performance today, but I think you'll always kind of see the amount of injuries they got. It's very difficult, but obviously Liverpool were by far the better team this evening and really dominated the game from start to finish.
Maka, who's rejoined us from commentary, we just called it a statement win there. Rio was saying that we want to see how Liverpool do against some of the top teams in Europe. What do you make of that performance?
Yeah, I thought the performance was excellent, and it was what I expected. Real Madrid were down to the bare bones, Laura. They got an injury to Camavinga. They had to make lots of changes, and Liverpool's energy levels were brilliant, I thought. Real good changes off the bench, high energy play, closed Real Madrid down for most of the game, and I thought they were very dominant.
scoring and getting the score sheet. Just look, a brilliant performance and all round. If you want to make a statement and you want to do it in the Champions League, that's kind of how you do it. We've got a lot of analysis that we want to show you, so why don't we get straight into it. Rio, Alexis McAllister making it 1-0, and a brilliant one too between him and Conor Bradley, who also had a great night.
Yeah, I thought McAllister was one of the best players on the pitch today. I thought he was consistent. I think this was a common theme, run from deep, and he was just floating that ball almost Pirlo-like at times in that position. But here, I like the looks he's given over his shoulder to see where he is, space around him, his awareness, quick feet here, pops it around Bellingham, gets to the other side, and it's a wonderful finish in the bottom corner.
Ali was purring about the weight of pass from Alexis McAllister to Conor Bradley.
Yeah, I think you can see he's a very technically gifted player, and it's kind of that typical South American kind of style. And yeah, great 1-2, kind of saw the space, and then great finish in the corner.
A great way to start off against Real Madrid. Next, Macca, was a penalty to Real Madrid. We're going to show the incident first of all. This is Andy Robertson on Lucas Vazquez. Can he have any kind of quarrel about this?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Lucas Vazquez is always going to go to ground. Lucas Vazquez miscontrols it, really, and that's what sucks Andy Robertson in to go over. Then he just turns his back because he thinks he's going to cross it. He stamps on his foot. You might be able to say it's minimal contact, but he's always going to go down. He's always going to fall to the floor, and it was always going to be a penalty. It's just confounded it for Andy Robertson because he gave the penalty away against Southampton a couple of days ago. But what I would say, he responded really well from that, Andy Robertson. I thought he was excellent for the rest of the game, but it was a penalty.
This is what you don't expect to see necessarily, Kylian Mbappe. But for Quidin Kelleher, what a save for him. And off the back of a save at Southampton as well, Rio. Yeah,
I mean, he's not let Liverpool down at all. He comes in, Alisson's obviously the number one, but this guy comes in and it doesn't look like there's any difference, really. And that's testament to his professionalism. When the lights are off, he's obviously working very hard, and you get your rewards in these moments like this.
How surprising a moment was that for you, Kylian Mbappe missing that penalty, having it saved?
Again, it does happen. Do you know what I mean? It's I've missed penalties. Everyone's missed penalties. It's just kind of unfortunate at the moment that it's not quite going Mbappe's way. But I think on his day he's the best player in the world, and I think it's just a matter of time before he becomes good.
Do you think, though, they needed him tonight, didn't they? Without Vinicius, without some of the other stars, they needed him to do something, and he flattered to deceive tonight, and that was his moment. That was his moment. And the Madrid press, you know what they're like, Gareth. They'll be quite ruthless tomorrow, and they'll be ruthless about Kylian because he just didn't deliver again when needed to.
I was going to say, Marco, you've been at Real Madrid, obviously, both of you, but there have been times in your careers when you was there, when you were searching for a bit of form and confidence. And what is it like when you're in that cauldron?
Well, you're always searching for a little bit of individual form, but you've always got your 10 teammates that you can look at who can sometimes drag you forward, sometimes win the game. If you've had a bad game, if you win the game, sometimes it hides the fact, which helps. The fact is, mid-patch at the moment. And the big players are not playing well, so that shines the light on him even more. And the fact that he's Kylian and he's coming a free, etc., and all the baggage he brings with him, it just magnifies it by 10. Vinicius is not here. Will Kylian step up tonight? No, he won't. And what they achieved last year was they achieved everything, and this year they're really, really struggling. So it'll be interesting to see how some of them react, because you've seen it tonight. Camavinga's going to be out for a while, and they're going to be filling places in all over the place for the next couple of weeks until the big hitters are back.
Quidin Kelleher as well. Can I just give you this, because I think it's pretty special. He's faced 4 penalties and he's saved 3 of those. And for want of a better phrase, anatomy of steel. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's just like, how amazing. And against Kylian Mbappe as well, that does take a lot of
what I would say tonight as well, Laura, is that Liverpool had Quivin out, they had Conor Bradley, they had Curtis Jones. Forget Trent, he was on the bench. They had 3 academy players out today as well. So it's not about just buying and bringing in these big superstars from all over the world. They bring their own through as well. So that was a really, really proud achievement for Liverpool fans and the academy people.
Let's also have a look at the chance that Liverpool had, because Salah won them a penalty as well on Mendy. Let's show you the incident first of all, Rio.
Yeah, again, a moment. This is transition. Mendy's very quick. 1v1, he can defend, but Salah, at the top of his game, one of the most devastating players in the world right now, just teases him. Shifts the ball on the outside, and Mendy hasn't got the fleet of foot to be able to turn and sort his feet out, and he just a lazy leg out. Hopeful more than anything. That's hopeful defending, and gets punished.
And yet more of a surprise around the corner, because then steps up to take this penalty, and it just hits the post and goes wide, Gareth.
Yeah, again, the world's best players can easily miss penalties. It's not so easy as easy as it looks on TV. Sometimes the nerves, the situation kind of get better of you. But I think obviously he reacted very well after, and Liverpool continues to go. Obviously, it was a vital part in the moment. They could have really stepped
Scored
on the
at the
gas and gone
weekend.
more.
This is tonight. His brother would have scored. You see, his brother was all. His
It
brother was like, I would have scored that.
But like you say, when you win, it masks over any negatives.
forgets about it, don't they?
You'll get Mbappe now getting all the bad headlines for missing a pen, and nobody will say a thing about Salah. But that's just the way football is.
Cody Gakpo did him a favour as well, though, Ria, didn't it? Getting the second goal. Let's show you this as well. Nice little header.
Yeah, it's a great ball. I mean, Robertson again, he gives away a penalty, but this is a wonderful ball here. This is just asking to be put in the back of the net. But what I would say is that the Real Madrid team, we've got to be questioning the marking in that box. The closest person to Gakpo at that moment is Luka Modric, possibly the smallest man on the pitch in the middle of the 6-yard box. It doesn't make sense to me at all. So there's lots going wrong at Real Madrid right now, and they've got to sort it out quickly before the end of this qualifying period. They may not make it.
Yeah.
We're going to show you the league table where they stand, and with 3 games coming, including Atalanta next,
Atalanta
who are
away, yeah.
absolutely
Who are flying,
flying. We'll show you exactly the context of that and what it means. And also next up after the break, we are hoping...
So much going on, it is hard to keep up. Welcome back to our studio. It's so good to have you with us. Come on in.
Come on in.
Come and join us for the next hour. Jamie Carragher came in confident and will leave validated tonight.
Yes. I can't wait for table time.
Oh, we're doing that tonight, are we?
Oh, we're doing that tonight,
Can you do it by
baby.
yourself?
I'll do it whenever I want.
Whatever I want.
Your American accent, awful. Awful.
What about your American accent?
Pretty good, apparently.
Well, I
according
believe
to
so. Yeah, I
Twitter.
was reading social media
Yeah.
on there. Yeah.
After the fight?
After the fight, yes, you were American then, weren't you, for the fight?
Was I? Was I really? I don't know what people get so het up about. You know, live and let live. That's what I think.
You've had a bit of a little stick on social media. haven't you, mate?
Golasso Show. If you were watching the Golasso Show with Nico and
Welcome.
Nigel, welcome along. It's good to have you with us as well. Unfortunately, that interrupted Jamie's rant, but never
Did
mind.
you mention Nige as well? He said Nico.
I said Nico and Nigel.
Oh, did you? Okay,
Yeah,
just
I always mention
Just double check
Nigel.
him.
Can't forget Nudge.
Nope, you can't. You absolutely can't. Well, did you enjoy the second half a bit more?
Yeah, the second half was a lot better. I thought Liverpool had control in the last 20 minutes of the first half, but I don't know, it was a little bit, I don't want to say boring, but very tactical.
No, that's what you said.
Yeah, well, it was boring for the viewer at home, but I mean, when a game's boring, it can be tactical. But second half, I just thought there was a bit more urgency, a little bit more quality. And Liverpool deservedly win.
We are going to talk a lot more about Liverpool, but can I also just mention the fact that it's Thanksgiving tomorrow, everybody, and for that reason, we have a very special post-game planned for all of you guys at home and for us here in the studio.
Happy
because it's only
Thanksgiving,
right.
everybody.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving
tomorrow, everybody. We would like to introduce Slade Rushing.
Slade!
Executive chef at a top London restaurant, an American Thanksgiving connoisseur.
Wow.
And he is cooking us up a Thanksgiving dinner. What can we expect tonight?
So I'm an American chef in London. So let me just tell you something. I'm bringing a little taste of New Orleans today for you guys to have. So I've got some Creole spices I brought with me across the way.
Can I taste some of them spices?
You sure you can handle it?
Okay, I can handle it,
Can Big
baby.
Mix handle it?
I'm telling you.
Can Big Mix
taste
handle it?
No, watch this.
You could just...
I knew that was going to happen. Sorry, I knew that was going to happen. He wasn't ready. I tried to warn you.
Okay.
But I got this gorgeous glistening turkey in here.
Ooh, you got the bird.
It's the bird. And look, I got a little herb brush right here.
Ooh,
And we're just
smells
brushing this guy.
fantastic.
Look, it's been brined in sweet tea.
Oh, lovely.
Cooked to
Okay.
perfection.
Wow.
A man with food.
It's going to be
It went
lovely.
straight in.
So, I also
What
got
time are we getting that, boss?
about 45 after the 10, so 10 o'clock. So,
45 after the 10.
yeah, I forget how you guys say it
10:45?
here. 10:45 is how we
Quarter
say
to
it.
11.
Quarter to 11.
Yeah.
But don't forget this, I have a pecan pie I brought as well.
Oh, perfect.
Aye.
We've got some bourbon clotted cream.
Ooh,
Wow.
bird.
Kind of throw on top. So we got some really good victuals tonight.
Oh, we're going to have a good night.
How was your accent, New Orleans?
In New Orleans? Is that what you're talking about? Or is that Manhattan? What are we talking about?
Never mind.
Yeah, that's not bad, huh?
Is that not bad?
Not bad.
Slide?
Yeah, I think he's got it.
Give him something to say. Something to say.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
All right, I like that. Yeah,
on.
that's pretty good.
Not
Pretty good.
bad.
We're all applauding.
We have a
Jamie.
pie later?
We got pie,
Forget
yeah.
about it.
How about a coffee? How about a coffee?
Coffee. Coffee.
Sorry
I feel like
about
I'm on
the
the
Creole
Sopranos.
spice. I'm going to be nicer to you next time, okay? I'm going to give you some good victuals. We got some cornbread dressing with some Malden oysters coming out from the coast of Essex that I'll be shucking for you and putting in the cornbread dressing.
Ooh.
Yes, in New Orleans, If it walks, if it limps, we cook it. So and we put it in everything.
Yeah?
So watch out. Here we go.
Oh, come on.
Well, Lord
Can't
knows.
wait for this.
Some of us do like to eat on this show, so
Yeah? Oh, big
we'll
meats.
enjoy that.
Oh.
Don't be so hurt.
Are we doing that again?
The fat shaming.
Have we not learned from this?
All right, we're going to go to a break. We'll be right back with that, all of that, Thanksgivingness and Table Time, special edition of Table Time, a reggaeton edition of Table Time. Can you imagine Jamie's moves? Whew, it's going to be a sight to behold. Yep, we'll be back. What is that?
Table time.
All right, there you go, a little bit of cricket for you. But meanwhile, at Anfield, it is 0-0 at half-time. And so far, Liverpool have been quite dominant in possession. Had a few chances. Nunes has actually looked quite bright, hasn't he? But none put away yet, Rio.
No, he has. He's run the line really well. This was early. You see Salah nicking the ball off Kylian Mbappe, and then they turn it from defence into attack. And it's all about runners. It's about pace. But you have to say the defending of Asensio in this instance here, bad touch of his right foot and then clears it with his left. Fantastic defending in the end. But Liverpool have looked dangerous. From word go, they've been very dangerous today.
Yeah, I think from Nunes, obviously he's had the chances, and I think for a striker particularly, I think it's always important that if you're missing chances that you're always there, at least in the right spot, and of course hasn't gone in for him, but he still keep putting himself in the right spots, and I think if he keeps going like good strikers do, he'll get on the score sheet and get that vital goal that they need.
Pre-match, we were saying about the important battle that we might see between Kylian Mbappe and Conor Bradley. What have you made of it so far?
Yeah, I said before the game, I was really interested to see how the young lad does, Bradley. But I think he's played him so well. In these situations, he hasn't tried to go and really dominate the situation. He said to Kylian, you got to make a decision and you try and get past me. I'm not going to nibble at anything. But from a striker's point of view, I mean, or a wide man, how do you approach these first 15, 20 minutes in these games against a fullback?
I would always try and kind of like size them up, take them down the line, take them inside. I think the problem what Mbappe's done at the moment is, obviously that was a great tackle.
And smash him like that.
It's obviously going to help the confidence, but from a winger's perspective, I think Kylian's coming inside a bit too much, and I think he needs to just stand him up, take him down the line, test him out, see what he's made of, and I think he's just coming into traffic too much at the moment, and it's kind of not really working. So, yeah, I think in the second half, if he can take the ball to him, test him out, see what he's made of, I think with his pace, he'll get in down the line and then be able to get in. He's that quick.
We were saying you see some lovely things in football, but you also see something like that. It's quite satisfying to watch, and it certainly made Anfield erupt, didn't it?
It changed the whole atmosphere of the place. Crazy.
It really did. OK, guys, second half.
Martí, que si no está es por motivos de fuerza mayor, así que todo el ánimo para él, un abrazo grande y veremos si su rayo le puede dar hoy una alegría.
En troncos de Sergio García junto a Verdú, cuando ya se cogen esas cartas secretas. A turno de Aitor Vives, encara Aitor, arriba. Desviado el remate de Aitor Vives, la llega a tocar por Lechuga.
Días en los que quizá podrían haber tenido mejor resultado, los porteros han estado ahí.
Viene el balón para Manu. Precisamente un portero es quien le da el primer gol a troncos. ¡Gol! En la frontal del área decide combinar sobre la figura de Paul Lechuga. Vértice del área, probará con el regate. No, la cambia entera. ¡Qué balón de Lechuga para Alegre! ¡Para adentro! ¡Gol! Espérate porque viene Fraile, esta línea de fondo la pone Fraile, el balón para Poc, que recorta delante de Ferres. Poc, ¡qué parada abajo! De Manu Martín, lo hizo de fábula.
Ha señalado cesión.
Libre en directo, eso es.
Sí, libre en
Ojo
directo,
que la pone rápido en movimiento, los troncos para adentro. Sergio, ¡gol! Vamos al penalti, presidente. Lo tirará en paralelo a la portería Perchita. Perchita ante Lechuga. Le pega Perchita. ¡Lo ha parado! Con suspense, con incertidumbre, pero acabó sacando finalmente. Pues venga, todo tuyo. Ahí está, algo bajito, Capo. Verdú. Contacto con la pelota en el carril central, abre precisamente para Vives. El centro acaba siendo portería. porque evitaron que el pase de la muerte pudiese llegar. Pero si eres de Barcelona y quieres vivir la emoción de la última jornada en el Cupra Arena de tanto la Kings League InfoJobs como de la Queens League, puedes entrar también en el centro y el remate. Ahora te lo cuento porque es un golazo. ¡Gol! De Frankie Purtí. Frankie Purtí, irá Frankie para darle la vuelta al Rayo. Frankie lo ha parado. Lo ha parado Manu Martín. En la porfía con Ian, en todo caso no se aplica nada y viene el ataque ahora de los troncos. ¡Lechuga! Román Alegre está bien, gol doble.
Gol doble para Rayo.
Sí. El capitán de los troncos combina con Vives. ¡Lechuga! Era muy difícil porque le botó justo en el momento. Un penalti shootout. Tanto sonoras como lumínicas del Cupra Arena. Sorroche para el tercero. ¡Lechuga! Decide combinar sobre Paul Román. Aparece Román Alegre que filtra el envío. El remate para adentro. ¡Gol de oro! ¡Cántalo! ¡Gol! ¡Gol! Del Rayo de Barcelona. Llegar y besar el santo Joel Paredes.
Frankie Purtí, Prime MVP, por fin ha llegado esa victoria tan esperada para el Rayo.
Sí, ha costado mucho. La verdad que aquí ganar cuesta muchísimo y hay que valorarlo mucho. Y como ha dicho el míster, al final hoy era un partido amistoso que encarábamos como preparación para el partido donde nos jugamos la vida, que es el partido de play-out del Mundial. Y esperemos que esto nos sirva para encarar una buena dinámica y encarar ese partido de la mejor manera posible.
Hoy no ha podido estar el Presi, no sé si nos estará viendo desde casa y no sé si le quieres decir algo.
Yo creo que sí nos estará viendo. Le mando un fuerte abrazo. Esta semana ha sido una semana difícil para él y espero que le anime, tanto la victoria del femenino como la nuestra este fin de semana. Espero que le anime y que le ayude a pasar la semana de la mejor manera posible y decirle que le queremos mucho y que vamos a dar la vida para que el Rayo esté en el Mundial.
Ojalá que así sea. Enhorabuena. Gracias.